So welcome. This is class 4 of our Swadhisthana Chakra. And today, as I mentioned yesterday, we're really going to focus on forgiveness. Swadhisthana Chakra is the seat of creativity. It's the seat of prosperity, of abundance, sensuality, sexuality. Lots of awesome things live in Swadhisthana Chakra. Our shadow side this is also where we hold our grief, our trauma, our shame, our guilt, our sense of being a victim. All of that lives here in Swadhisthana Chakra. So our focus for this practice is really going to be to dig deep into forgiveness. And the thing that's important to remember as we are working on forgiveness is it doesn't mean that we're saying what happened to us is okay. Okay? It just means that we're letting it go. So very often, we hold tight because we're like, that was not okay, what happened to me. But when we hold tight to that experience, it means that the experience keeps reverberating in our lives, in our hearts, in our minds, in our bodies. And we want to go beyond that experience. We want to let go of that experience. So Maya Angelou has a great quote, which I'm paraphrasing. I'm not so great about remembering word by word poetry or things, but what she says is, while I might be affected by what happens to me, I refuse to be reduced by it. And when we don't forgive, we're reduced. Our energy is reduced. Our trust in the universe might be reduced. Okay? So that's really what we're going to be working on today. All right. So I invite you to come to the head of the mat. Let me change the angle of my computer. And come to standing. Come to Tadasana. Burnett is here with me today. Yay. She hasn't been here recently. She's been busy with school and work and all kinds of stuff. So ground down into the feet. Palms shine forward. Soften those knees and just feel yourself landing here. Landing in this moment. Landing in this sense of safety. You are safe. You are here, safe on the mat. Now, and as you navigate through this forgiveness practice, breathe. And if you feel like you're getting a bit overwhelmed, then soften. And just breathe. Come down into child's pose. Do what you need to do to take care. Let's inhale those arms out and up, reach up. And hands come together down the midline. Again, inhaling those arms out and up. And down the midline. Feeling your strength, feeling your safety, feeling yourself here. And arch over, doesn't matter which way. Inhale, lift. And exhale over. And inhale, lift up. And exhale, dive down, coming down into your forward fold. So as you're here, in your forward fold, maybe start just exploring, where, should I begin with this forgiveness practice? Who is it who is blocking my energy, blocking my flow, because I haven't forgiven them. Inhale, arch up halfway, flat back. Exhale, release. And step that right leg back. Hands frame the foot. So Amanda, my YouTube channel's name is, if you search on Laura Garrison-Brook yoga, it should pull up. So just search on my name in yoga and you should find it. Drop that knee down, right knee down, hands are framing the foot. Just allow the hips to melt. Swadhisthana chakra, the element is water. It's our sacral chakra. Breathing here. Another breath. And then curl the toes under. Come on up. So Rhonda, good to know. Jasper's in Alberta. Cool. All right, right hand comes down, left hand onto the knee, just twisting open, looking to the left. Breathing. And then hands frame the foot. Again, drop that knee down. And just open the heart. Thinking now, where can I embrace forgiveness? Set those hips back, toes stay down on the left. And inhale forward. Exhale back. So when it comes down to forgiveness, folding over that leg, maybe the person who is the most in need of forgiveness is yourself, right? Inhale it forward. When it comes down to your shame, when it comes down to your guilt, is it over things that maybe you've done in your life that you wish you hadn't? Exhale it back, toes rise up again, folding over that leg. And inhale forward. So starting off, bringing the hands, framing the foot, bring that back knee up. Pour energy down that leg, shoulders release down, nice long neck. And then ground the hands and step that left foot back and come into your down dog, walking your heels out, head hangs heavy. So obviously one of the classic forgiveness practices is the Hawaiian Ho'oponopono. So if you feel that you'd love to send yourself forgiveness, breathing, lifting the tailbone up, glide forward, plank pose. I invite you to bring to mind in plank pose, maybe even closing the eyes, and bring to mind yourself as a child. See yourself there. Maybe as, 4 years old, 5 years old, 6 years old. Allow those knees to drop down. Hands stretch forward. Come on down into your Anahatasana. Opening the heart to this child whom you were. Seeing yourself innocent and small. Plug those hands in, curl the toes, lift the hips, down dog. Head hangs heavy, settle the heels down. And breathe here and know without a doubt, this child deserves forgiveness. This child, in their innocence, was doing their best. Another breath. And step that right foot forward. Hands frame the foot. Beautiful energy down that left leg, breathing into the strength of the legs. And then drop the knee down. Hello, I'm Kit. Allowing the hips to release. And then the left hand comes down, the right hand comes onto the knee, and you twist open to the right. Breathe here. And seeing this child so clearly in your mind's eye, this child who was navigating life with innocence, navigating life with just this, desire to do the best they knew how in their innocence, in their youth. And then release. Set those hips back, toes stay down. And if you have been maybe a little bit hard on that child, inhale forward. And then exhale back, toes rise up. Seeing that child in your mind's eye, say to them, I love you. I'm sorry. Inhale it forward. Please forgive me. Exhale it back, toes rise up. Thank you. Those are the 4 things we say in Ho'oponopono. Inhale forward. Seeing the child again, knowing that this child deserves forgiveness. You deserve to be forgiven. Exhale it back, toes rise up. So for any ways that you were harsh or unkind to this child, you just ask for forgiveness, knowing that it will be granted. Inhale forward. You look into the eyes of this child, curl the toes under, bring the knee up, and step it forward, coming into your forward fold. You look into the eyes of this child and say to them, feel it in your heart, I love you. I'm sorry. Inhale, arch up halfway, flat back. Please forgive me. Come on down. And then reach those arms out and say thank you. You feel yourself open. Hands to the heart space. Feel yourself open to this flow of energy, knowing, bringing the feet together, root down into the earth, knowing that this forgiveness will free up flow in your life. Remember, Swadhisthana chakra, inhale those arms up. The element is water. Exhale, come on down. Fold down. Inhale, arch up halfway, flat back. Exhale, release. And then step it back. Coming back into your down dog. Walk your dog out. So now shift your attention, shift your energy to a time in life where things were a bit rocky. And again, seeing yourself with eyes of kindness and compassion. Glide forward, plank pose. Feeling the heat build in the belly. And lift up, down, down. Glide forward, plank pose. So really closing the eyes, if that's helpful, to go inside and see this version of yourself. Breathing into the knowledge, tailbone rises up, head hangs heavy, that you were doing the best you knew how. You were doing the best you could. Glide forward, plank pose. And then lift the tailbone up. Head hangs heavy. And float that right leg back and up. Stretch it up. Roll the foot on the ankle. And step that foot forward. Coming into your warrior one. So arms float up, taking Jala Mudra if you'd like, which is when we touch the tip of the thumb to the tip of the pinky finger. Breathing here in our warrior one. So if now, coming into your warrior two, lengthening your stance, hips are open towards the long edge of the mat. If you're now in a place where looking back on your actions, straighten that leg, arms float overhead, you would choose to do things differently. Come on down into your warrior two. And if you look back and you're like, gosh, I wish I had done things differently, then you deserve forgiveness. You deserve it. And if you don't forgive yourself, you're doing no one any good. Coming down. So we're floating in and out. Hands in Jala Mudra if you'd like, with palms up. So seeing yourself, and again, saying to yourself, I love you. And feel it, mean it. Don't just have it be mechanical words. See yourself knowing you were doing the best you could. You were doing your best. Even if you struggled, even if you floundered, you were doing your best. And then straighten that leg and glide. Glide into your triangle pose and come on down. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Breathing. And float on up. Virtu. And take reverse. And feel as if maybe there's a knot at your Swadhisthana chakra, and feel that knot beginning to unravel, coming into your side angle. And then float back up, Virtu. And then hands either side of the foot, come on down. Down dog, walk your dog out. Settling heels down, head hangs heavy. Close the eyes, see this version of yourself. See this version of yourself, sending them love, sending them compassion. Another breath. And then as you're ready, float the left leg back and up, stretch it up, reach it up, roll the foot on the ankle, and step it forward. Coming into Vira 1, take your time, set your feet, and lift up. Hands in Jala Mudra if you'd like. Hips are squared forward, shoulders are down the back. Breathing here. Another breath. And then lengthen into your Virtu. Arms stretched long, palms are up. Tip of the thumb lightly touches the tip of the pinky finger. This is the mudra of water, jala. Breathe and deepen into your Virtu. And then inhale, lift. And then exhale, deepen down, dig down. Feeling that forgiveness washing over you. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale, lift, and exhale. Allowing yourself just to soak it up as if it's a rain of forgiveness and you are a sponge. You're soaking up this forgiveness. Soaking it up and just feeling it washing away the tension, the tightness, the trauma that you might still be holding in Swadhisthana Chakra. Soaking up this rain of forgiveness, knowing that you deserve it. Another breath. And then straighten that leg and glide. And if you want to keep your focus on forgiving yourself, if that's where you feel drawn to spend the energy of this class, that's beautiful. Go ahead. If you'd like to shift and bring someone to mind, inhale, lift up. Someone who has hurt you, and you'd like to start working on forgiving them, I invite you to make that transition. Take reverse and side angle. Bringing that person to mind, and remember, inhale, float up. Saying that you forgive them does not mean that you're saying that it's okay what happened. Remember what we talked about yesterday. Another breath. And then hands either side of the foot. This isn't necessarily about saying that, everything happens is for the best. It's about saying, we make the best of what has happened. Another breath. And then glide down into your child's pose. Widen the knees, touch the toes. Sit back and down, forehead down onto the earth. Hands in Jala Mudra if you'd like. Backs of the hands on the mat, palms up. And if your forehead doesn't come all the way down, I invite you to grab a block so that your Anya chakra melts down onto the block. That's the third eye, the sixth chakra. Rolling the eyes up and in, looking inside, looking for who do you want to bring to mind, so that you can shine the light of forgiveness upon them. So you can begin the process of letting go of that experience, letting go of that continued reverberation in your life, in your heart. letting go of their power over you. Seeing that person in your mind's eye. Another breath. And then coming up, plug the hands in, curl the toes, lift the hips. Head hangs heavy. Float that right leg back and up, stretch it up, reach it up. And then crank the knee open. Fire hydrant pose, as I lovingly call this one. And then bring that leg forward, coming into your pigeon. So palms lightly tented, fingers lightly tented. Beautiful arch to the back body. Lifting the chin. Seeing that person in your mind's eye. And then come on down. And maybe being on the elbows if you need to be up. Seeing what you can do to kind of bring the hands together wherever you are. Bringing the palms together. Maybe bringing the forehead down onto the earth if you have the flexibility. The hands are together. And imagining this person, imagining this experience in your lightly cupped hands. There in your hands. Pouring energy into your hands. Like this kind of transformational energy. Remember that our sankalpa, our intention for working in Swadhisthana chakra, is transcendence. Transcendence. Letting go of our traumas, letting go of our guilt, letting go of our shame, so that we can transcend. So that we can plug into our abundance, our creativity, our sensuality, our sexuality. So feeling the hands continuing to warm. Maybe energy is circulating, maybe there's a little bit of a tingle in the palms. And that person is right there in your hands. You hold the power. Right there, they're right there in your hands. And then as you're ready, just allow the hands to open and let them go. Release them. Release their power over you. Release the experience. Again, remembering that you can be affected by what has happened in your life. But like Maya Angelou, let's choose not to be reduced by it. Another breath. And then gently walk those hands up. Beautiful back bend. Settle that right hip down. Swing the left leg around, coming into Ardha Matsyendrasana. So with Ardha Matsyendrasana, our left knee is up, our right leg is bent. Remember, we can totally straighten that bottom leg if that helps you ground your hips down. And then we gently wrap our right elbow around our left knee and we twist open to the left. Breathe in here. Feeling ourselves unwinding the trauma, unraveling, unknotting whatever lived in that low belly. Another breath. And then bring the soles of the feet together, coming into your Baddha Konasana. So with Baddha Konasana, we really want to, I always put my fingertips behind me and I lift up and I roll the pelvic bowl forward so that when the pelvic bowl tilts forward, it means you can have a straighter spine. And then we fold down just a little bit. Doesn't matter how far forward you go. You can lean to the right as you push the left knee down. You can lean to the left as you push the right knee down. Another breath. And then widen those legs. And if you have a really hard time rolling the pelvic bowl forward, then I invite you to grab a blanket. Get a blanket just underneath the glutes. Okay, so that you have the pelvic bowl tilted forward. Look at what I have. I have a furry block that I can put my forehead on. Right? Right. So then as you're ready, knees are straight up, toes are straight up, folding down, coming down into your wide-legged forward fold. Breathing here. And if you notice that you're getting really crunched through the lumbar spine, then sit up. Okay? Because we want our lower back, our lumbar spine, to be really nice and straight and long. And then we melt down. We melt down bit by bit. Okay, walking it out. Taking your time. Breathe here. And again, thinking of that person or that event. It might not be an individual, it might be something that happened, like you might feel like, I need to forgive the universe. I need to forgive, fate, right? And if that felt good to you, bringing your palms again, cupping that experience. Cupping that experience between your hands. Sending kindness, sending compassion, and then walk the hands up. The reality is, and I know that this can be hard to internalize if you have someone who hurt you, walking those hands forward and come back into your down dog, is that, in general, people are doing the best they can. Even if out of ignorance, they hurt you. They really hurt you. Flip that left leg back and up, stretch it up, roll the foot on the ankles, and then crank open to your fire hydrant pose, stacking that hip. And then come on down into your Kapotasana, your pigeon pose. Beautiful heart that's open. Breathing here. Feeling the heart opening. Knowing that you have the strength, you have the courage to forgive. You have the strength. You have the courage to let go. Walking it down. Coming down into your pigeon. And maybe again, bringing those cupped hands together. Seeing that person as if you're holding the entirety of them the entirety of your relationship with them between your palms tingling and warm. And you can say to yourself over and over again, I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go. I forgive you. I forgive you. I'm letting you go. I'm letting you go. I'm letting go of this experience. Knowing that it's the best, absolute best thing that you can do for your own wellness. Breathing here. And then open the hands and just let it go. Bringing the breath down into Swadhisthana. Washing the Swadhisthana chakra with this healing energy. It's a release. Another breath. And then walk those hands up. And settle the left hip down and swing that leg around. So now our right knee is up. Our left leg is bent or straight. If straightening that leg means it's easier for you to keep the hips evenly grounded, our left elbow wraps around that right knee and we're twisting to the right. Drawing the breath down into the low belly. Twisting it out, unraveling the knots, unraveling the hurts, letting go, letting go, letting go. You have the strength, you have the courage. It's okay to let go. It's okay to let go. And then release and twist in the other direction. You know, there's that phrase, I don't remember who made it, bring the soles of the feet together in your Baddha Konasana, that holding on to your anger, holding on to this refusal to forgive is like drinking poison thinking that the other person is going to die. Right? You're just poisoning yourself. Okay, it has no effect on them. Your anger, letting those knees drop open. And from an energetic standpoint, it has a big effect on you. And then again, bringing those legs out wide, lifting up, roll the pelvic bowl forward. Knees are straight up, feet are straight up. And then we walk it down. And you might get here. This might be your forward fold, and that's totally fine if it means that we're not crunching the lumbar spine. And we're getting a really nice stretch through the inner legs. Keep breathing into the low belly. Breathe. Washing the sacral chakra with forgiveness, with release, letting yourself truly believe that it's okay to let go. It's okay to forgive. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. Let the weights drop away from the shoulders, from the heart, from the low belly. Melting down into your forward fold. Breathing here. And then walk those hands up. And this is really, really, really deep work. So there's no magic wand here. If you just got the tiniest tiniest shadow of, okay, I can let go a little. Okay? I can soften my grip a little, then good for you. It's a process. Come on to the back. Rock it out left to right. Roll the feet on the ankles. Roll the head on the neck. Swim those knees around in any way that feels good with the hips, as if you're swimming in water. Whatever feels good to you. Rolling that head back and forth. Soles of the feet come down onto the earth, and let the knees drop down in one direction as you look to the other. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, other direction. And then inhale those knees up. Extend the left leg long. And let's float our right leg up. We're going to do Supta Padangusthasana. So if you have a strap, grab your strap now. We're going to do it pretty quick because this class has flown by. So put the strap around the ball of the foot if you have a strap. Otherwise you can hold on to the back of the hamstring. You can hold on to the calf. If you're pretty open and you can keep the leg straight, you can peace finger around the big toe. Do what suits you best. And breathe into the back of that leg. Left hand soft on the low belly, shining, healing energy, healing positivity down into the low belly. Another breath. And extend that leg long. Both hands soft on the low belly and breathe into the length of that leg. Just that simple stretch. Feel how the right leg is longer. It's more open. Another breath. And then let's do that on the left side. So left leg is straight. You can clasp the hands behind the hamstrings if that feels good. Check in with the neck. Check in with the shoulders. Make sure the chin is down towards the chest. Bring the hands up to the calf if that suits you. But keep again making sure that the shoulders are relaxed, the neck is relaxed, the jaw is soft. Breathing into the back of that leg, pouring energy up the leg, out the heel. Another few breaths. And then release the leg down. Palms down on the low belly. And just release down into your Shavasana. Sending healing energy down from the palms into the low belly. Inhale. And say to yourself, I am healed. Inhale. I am healed. Inhale. I am healed. Keep breathing into the sense of this work that you're doing, this incredibly deep work. Bit by bit, you are healing yourself, healing the guilt, the shame, the trauma, letting go of your victim identity. Just allow yourself now to let go and melt down. Knowing that you're safe. Let Gaia hold you up. Let go of all tension in the body. Melt down. So today's poem is from Dana, and Dana, as it writes, Let it go. She says, let go of the ways you thought life would unfold, the holding of plans or dreams or expectations. Let it all go. Save your strength to swim with the tide. The choice to fight what is here before you now will only result in struggle, fear, and desperate attempts to flee from the very energy you long for. Let go. Let it all go and flow with the grace that washes through your days, whether you receive it gently or with all your quills raised to defend against invaders. Take this on faith. The mind may never find the explanations that it seeks, but you will move forward nonetheless. Let go, and the wave's crest will carry you to unknown shores, beyond your wildest dreams or destinations. Let it all go and find the place of rest and peace and certain transformation. breathing in your knowledge that you are on the path of transformation. You are on the path of transcendence. Gently bringing movement back to the body, wiggling fingers and toes. Rolling the hands on the wrists, rolling the feet on the ankles. Rolling the head on the neck. And then rolling over onto the right side, cradling the heart. Wrap your arms around yourself and give yourself the biggest hug. And say to yourself again, you deserve forgiveness. You deserve to be loved. You are doing the best you can. You deserve forgiveness. And then gently pressing yourself up into an easy seat. Bringing the hands to the heart space. And let's take a nice big inhale as we Om out together.